So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in and you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G's. I know they got your head chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times is what it is. And it'll be what it's going to be. Now, big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 50,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 60K, all right? Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, do me a favor, my G's, all right? Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. You understand me? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear. Every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube, yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know how I'm giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down, my G's, all right? Now, listen, man. I got a lot of people in the DM. Yo, Big G and BTV, what's your perspective on those robots you saw out there in China? You know, what's your thought process on everything that's going on with AI technology and them robots you saw out there in China? Absolutely nasty work, my G's. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain, they feed in the algorithm. They're going to feed the algorithm what they want you to know about, what they want you to talk about, what they want you to stream about. You understand? You got to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. You got to be able to understand that here at Grown Man Business TV, we are only baiting the algorithm. Okay? Yeah, you got to bait the algorithm. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But yeah, we not playing around in the mud. We not mud wrestling. We gonna talk about this. And I gotta say something. China, is you cool out there? Yeah. Listen. Let me say it again. China, is you cool out there? Is y'all cool in China? See. While we was all watching 50 Cent embarrass Jim Jones, while we was all watching Anton Daniels cheat on his old lady, China was displaying a whole new form of humanoid robots. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Nobody connects the dots like Grown Man Business TV. You understand me? Nobody else is talking about this. So you can only get this where you at. Yeah, let me say it again. Why they had everybody, watching 50 Cent embarrass Jimmy Jones. Yeah, we all saw Jimmy Jones. Yeah, them calf muscles is anorexic. You better stop skipping leg day. While we was all paying attention to Anton Daniels cheating on his old lady, because I saw that content. Anton Daniels, nasty work. While we all saw Michael Jordan doing what Michael Jordan was doing out there in the Daytona 500, China was displaying a whole new form of AI technology, a whole new form of humanoid robots. And I ain't gonna lie, I got to ask China, is y'all cool out there? Now, this is a late night live stream. I got to stay on course. I got to make sure I do this the right way, because YouTube, they not playing with the channel. They will take down a live stream at the blink of an eye. And this is powerful, powerful information. Okay? So to my blue wrenches, yeah, big wrenches, I need y'all on cue tonight. I need y'all chilling and doing what y'all do, but you already know. Yeah, shoot first, ask questions later. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But China, is y'all cool? You know what? Before I go any further with this, before I give y'all any more pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, you already know what I gotta do, right? I gotta do some customizations to the chat. Absolutely. I gotta customize the chat, because the higher ups and the elites are playing chess at the highest level. The higher ups and the elites are always trying to shadow ban the channel and muffle the message. The higher ups and the elites understand that Grown Man Business TV is an absolute threat to the establishment. And not only am I a threat to the establishment, but the revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. China is on another level. China is taking things, way too far, if you ask me. I mean, they already in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And we gonna get into that. We're gonna definitely make our mark with this one. But it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. China is y'all cool. Y'all ain't cool over there. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah. Let's do some customizations to the chat. Breezy Santana, I see you in here. We gonna have a conversation. Now, like I said, man, 50 Cent, he's doing his one too. You know, absolute puppet for the higher ups and the elites, right? And excuse me. 50 Cent is doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. 50 Cent is put in position. He is being paid. He is absolutely being stalled out to do what he's doing. You know, so 50 got Jim Jones running around, kicking doors in. You got Michael Jordan on camera. They trying to cancel MJ. You know, it's a lot going on. It's a lot of distractions, man. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, I can see through the smoke and mirrors. I'm probably the last one left in this algorithm that could see through the smoke and mirrors. And we're going to have this conversation. Big salute to the chat. These new humanoid robots. Man, listen, I want y'all to follow me with this. You know, this is a conversation that got to be had because there is no turning back. It don't matter how many celebrities cause distractions. It don't matter how many times they put a celebrity or they put a puppet in front of us to make us look this way or make us fall for the double cross. We always gonna be paying attention to the triple cross. And as long as we paying attention to the triple cross, situations like this, there's no way around it. There is no hiding the truth. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna have a conversation, man. Big salute to the chat. Do what you're supposed to do when y'all come in here. You already know how we giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down. Now, you see that right there, my G's, right there at the bottom of the chat. You see that. It's right there, right there at the bottom of the chat. Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers, using your Twitters to do the Twitter and all in the comment section, using your Twitter fingers to get all active in the Twittering with your Twitter fingers and doing the extra Twittering with your Twitter fingers, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear. Every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube, yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, let's get into this, all right? Now, like I said, you got 50 Cent working overtime to keep us looking that way. You got Anton Daniels. You got Michael Jordan. You got the higher ups and the elites working overtime with these celebrities to keep us distracted. But over there in China, you know, one thing for sure, two things for certain, China is advanced, but I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed, man, and I think it's nasty work. The lengths that they're going to try to make themselves look like the number one situation. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about this. We're going to start slow for all the people in the back. I want you to understand that while we was paying attention to Jim Jones and 50 Cent, China was exposing and demonstrating a new form of humanoid robots. Okay? Now, I want to say this to you. You know, we done seen robots walking around. We done seen robots moving and grooving, and they ain't really got smooth yet. We could see and we could tell that it's a robot. With these new humanoid robots, hey, listen, man. Yeah. Listen to me. This shit done got so good, I thought it was AI generated. Yeah. I'm looking at the situation and I'm saying, is this AI? Well, yeah, it's AI, but I'm saying, is it AI generated? Yeah, I didn't believe it. But, you know, you got to see it to believe it. You got to know what it is. They done took it to, you know what? One thing for sure, two things for certain. Y'all already know how I do over here at Grown Man Business TV. I kept the receipts. Yeah, China. Yeah, I'm talking to you, China, all the people in Chinatown. If you didn't know or you're new to the channel, I don't go nowhere without the receipts, China man. Yeah, I'm talking directly to the China man tonight. I'm talking about out there in Hong Kong, Manhattan, New York City, Chinatown, China country, whatever, to the China man. Listen to me. Somebody get China Mac in here. I'm talking to all of you. Yeah, somebody get China Mac and tell China Mac to get his people in. Yeah. I'm talking to the China man. I'm talking to Chinatown. I'm talking to China Mac. Is you cool over there? I don't, yeah, China. You know what? Let's start right here. Now, this is where I want to go with this, right? Big salute to the chat. About a week ago, I had a conversation. It was a midday live stream where I had a conversation about the advantages of AI. I had a conversation about, the pros and the cons of these robots, of advanced AI. And I want to start right there, okay? Because we are not fear mongering. It is not a thing where just because AI is coming into fruition that it has to be a dangerous thing or it has to be something to scare you. I gave an example in this live stream about the horse and carriage. Back in the day, we had horses and carriages. Mason Beta, si Ohio, and we're gonna, the song. But we had horses and carriages, right? And in due time, word spread around about motor vehicles. And you got to remember, and you got to understand something. The people that have been using horses and carriages for the last 50 years, they were scared of that kind of technology. They were scared of motor vehicles. They had all type of propaganda and all type of situations where they talked about oil and gasoline. And they didn't want to convert into the motor vehicle. They would rather had kept driving horses and carriages. But see, you got to understand something. Technology is inevitable. So no matter how bad you want to ride your horses, we about to pull these Fords and these Corvettes. We about to pull these Chevys out. Yeah, we gonna have goddamn 1,800 horsepower compared to your one little horse. And horses and carriages have been obsolete. But you got to remember, you got to understand something. The same way we look at AI is the same way they looked at motor vehicles. The same way we think and we feel like AI is a dangerous situation is the same way they felt like motor vehicles was going to be dangerous to the environment, dangerous to the solar system, to the ozone layer. Okay? So I wanted to kind of just begin right there because it's not a dangerous thing until you put it in the hands of the dog fur. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you knew it was coming, right? You knew it was coming. It ain't a dangerous situation until you let the dog fur get their hands on it. Yeah. Anybody with that dog fur, when they put their hands on the situation, they poison the well. So technology is not a bad thing. Forward progression is a beautiful situation. It only gets dangerous when that dog fur get their hands on it. And I ain't just talking about the Caucasoid Neanderthal. I'm talking about the China man and the China Mac. China Mac, he got that dog fur too. Yeah. Yeah, did you know that? China Mac, he got that dog fur. It's a different strand of dog fur that China Mac got. But all in all, dog fur is dog fur. Okay? So the first receipt is, again, we just want to stay right here. I want to give y'all an opportunity to understand exactly what we got going on here when I say, it doesn't have to be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Forward progression doesn't have to be dangerous. It can be used for multiple different things, and I'm gonna kind of elaborate on that for a few minutes before we go further. All right, so big salute to the chat. I want y'all to open your ears, man. Close your eyes, open your, let me see, make sure I got everything under control. Close your eyes, open your ears, and let's make sure we rocking out to what we need to rock out to. This is it right here. I didn't even know I did that. Hold on real quick. Let me make sure I'm still in tune. Big salute to the chat. Well over 150 in here. Make sure y'all do what y'all supposed to do. Let's get into it. All right. Big salute to the chat. Look. Look.
Tasks could be automated within 12 to 18 months. He says that the shift is already visible in software engineering, as AI has already transformed the work by driving the next generation of robotics across industry and across defense. Humanoid robots emerging as the future of warfare, the U.S. accelerating AI integration into combat operations. San Francisco-based Foundation Future Industries is developing humanoid robots built specifically for military use. The company is also scaling commercial deployment across the country in manufacturing, including in the auto sector. Joining me now is Foundation Future Industries CEO, Sanket Patek. Sanket, great to have you this morning. Thank you so much for being here. First, let me get your reaction to what you heard from the Microsoft AI CEO, that all those jobs are turning to automation. You also have the CEO of Anthropic, Dario, who also made a similar comment. He said, and he's probably like the most safety-focused CEO in the AI industry. He says AI will eliminate 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs within 1 to 5 years. Your reaction?
First, great to be with you, Maria. And I actually agree with him. It seems like increasingly more and more, any kind of work that humans do today that is repetitive, anything that does not require high amounts of intellectual skill set, or even things that require high amounts of intellectual skill set but can be learned with a lot of data, all of those jobs are potentially going away, and all of them would be automated with humanoids or other forms of robots.
Well, this is a big statement. What are we supposed to do about that? How can people arm themselves with the right information to actually survive and potentially thrive in this new era?
I mean, this is, Maria, I think this is as close to the singularity as we can be. Like, I personally struggle with this question a whole lot as well. I don't think there's a way to stop all of the AI development unless everybody decides to stop at the same time. China would not decide to stop. US, for that reason, would not decide to stop. So this is an inevitable shift in how our economy is going to work and how humanity is going to work. And it's quite a hard question. Like, I do not know what the purpose or the day-to-day of human street looks like. I am, however, optimistic. I think what's going to happen is, historically, we haven't really gotten rid of slavery. We've just changed that to a financial incentive. So now people are forced to work jobs that they don't like doing and do that for very minimal wage and cannot buy a house, barely can afford healthcare, barely can afford education. AI has the potential of changing all of that. It has the potential of being able to give everybody good housing, everybody good healthcare, everybody good education. And for the first time in the history of humanity, people can actually do things they enjoy doing. So that's the optimistic side of it. I do, however, worry what this means in the short term, because in the short term, it's going to be a very disruptive change.
Now I want to stop him right there, right? What he said that stood out to me, and what he said is something that, again, I said already. You know, handled the right way, AI could be very, very beneficial to mankind and to the original man and just to the forward progression of a civilization by simply, you know, freeing up us, you know, regardless of what we think of AI, our brains and our minds are the highest technology. That's why AI would have to learn from us and take from us to become what they want to be, because our brains is the highest form of technology. All right. So, freeing up us from these jobs or these occupations or whatever you want to call it, because what he called it is modern day slavery. And I agree with him to a certain extent. You understand what I'm saying? So, you got a lot of people doing jobs they don't want to do just to pay bills, just to keep food on the table, just to make ends meet. And imagine if, AI took those jobs. Now, again, it's scary, right? You got a lot of people, oh, AI is going to take all the jobs. But, we let AI do that. We let forward progression happen. And then what you are now allowed to do is find your purpose. You understand? Find out what you are really on this planet for. What are you really here for? And pursue your purpose. Pursue your life dreams. You are no longer shackled, enslaved to a 9 to 5. You are no longer shackled, enslaved to running a business or running a corporation or whatever it is that you have been pushed into doing. You understand what I'm saying? It's people that run businesses that loved it in the beginning and don't love it now. But that's how they feed their families. So, us being able to have free thought, us being able to actually be unshackled from this matrix in that way is, that's next level. You know what I'm saying? Imagine waking up tomorrow and having a universal income where everybody is everybody is open and it has about $250,000 coming in every week. Everybody's making 100, 200,000 a year. And now you could start a business. You could buy some land. You can create generational wealth. You don't have to go work at McDonald's and flip burgers anymore because we got open AI to flip those burgers. You ain't got to go to Amazon anymore and pack boxes. You know why? Because we got open AI to go into Amazon and pack boxes. You don't have to drive trucks anymore. You know why? Because we got AI to risk their life or whatever you want to call it, risk themselves on the road. If they crash, they crash. We can make more. So I wanted to give y'all that. I wanted to give y'all a positive outlook before we get into the wicked side of this. Oh, you knew that was coming, right? Oh, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. There is a positive side to this. If the evils of this earth can keep their hands out the pot, if the evil reptilians and the evil people that roam this earth don't poison the well, but you got to know that's inevitable, right? There is no way around it. If the water is clean, they're going to poison the water. If the food is clean, they're going to poison the food. If the air is clean, they're going to poison the air. So what make you think that AI ain't going to be poisoned as well? You had to be a goddamn fool to believe that AI is not going to be poisoned, just like the water, just like the food, just like the entertainment, just like anything else. This is where it gets wicked at. Oh, yeah. I want y'all to walk with me. I'm going somewhere with this. Okay? So my man spoke. Now I want to get into something. I got some receipts in my DM, and I ain't gonna lie, I was flabbergasted. I ain't gonna lie. I see a lot of receipts. I see a lot of things do this YouTube thing that I'm doing, and it's very few far in between where I'm flabbergasted. While I look at something and I say, well, goddamn, and this is one of them. Okay? Now, I want let me tell you something. We ain't never seen no robots like this. I ain't never seen no robot move like this. Okay? Now I'm gonna talk to China Mac. I'm gonna talk to Chinatown. I'm gonna talk directly to you. Yeah, respectfully. I'm gonna talk directly to y'all. But I want to get in this receipt, and I want you to look at something with this receipt. Just in the beginning, look at these little children they got running around with these robots. Look how they use the babies to soften you up. Look how they use the youngsters to make you feel more comfortable and make it more inviting. Oh, none of this went over my head or under my bridge. I seen right through the smoke and mirrors. Okay, let's get to this. Look at this. Look, because I'm gonna play some more. But you see these robots? You see these goddamn robots doing backflips? Huh? You see how smooth these motherfuckers? Let me tell you something. I wasn't sure if this was AI or if this shit was real. I had to look into it. This was a real presentation out there in China. I'm gonna play some more. But I'm just trying to, I mean, look, when you look at this shit, now mind you, they swinging sticks, swords. These motherfuckers got nunchucks. I'm gonna play some more. But I ain't never seen no robots look this human. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen no robots look like they really got human. I had to do my research. I'm saying, is these real? Like, this can't be real. Yeah, yes. Yeah, China over that motherfucker working. Now, we over here talking about 50 Cent and Ja Rule and Tony Yayo and we talking about Netflix, and China got some damn robots that'll put belt to your ass. You know what? Go ahead and talk to the people, China. Look, bro, listen. I'm looking at this shit right now in real time, and I'm still questioning I'm saying to myself, this real? This can't be real. So, like, respectfully, bro, I'm looking at this shit with y'all, and I'm saying to myself, this can't be. This shit that they moving to. Hey, listen, man, hold up. Let me show you. I'm gonna show the receipt because I don't want to play that with you. Let's look at this. Look at this. Look. Humanoid robots showcase dance and martial arts skills. Okay? Now again, we watching 50, we watching Michael Jordan, they talking about Jay-Z and Pusha T, and China they got a whole fleet of goddamn robots that can use swords, knives, and nunchucks, right? Humanoids. Now, that's why I asked China, is y'all cool? What y'all, China, come on, man. What y'all got going on over there? Because this is what I want to start with right here. And I really want to give y'all my thought process on this. When those robots get the whooping on your ass, don't get the crying. Don't get the calling out to America. Because this is what you gotta understand, man. Them robots gonna get the whooping on y'all ass before they get to us. Yeah. I wanted to make sure I put that out there. Y'all don't even, when those robots get to putting a boot in your ass, don't cry to America. I don't want to hear nothing. When those, when those robots y'all got doing backflips and entertaining y'all, when those robots get to figuring out y'all softer than Dollar Tree cotton and they turn on y'all, please just go ahead and do what you got to do. All right? Because they ain't going to be able to swim over here where we at. Now, hopefully, we ban these robots. Hopefully in America, nah, we ain't fucking with it. Don't bring them robots over here. Hopefully, we make that illegal over here. Yeah, because if those robots get over here, game over. Game over. You got to understand something. If those Chinese robots come over here, now you done bought the robot because it's a maid. You bought you a maid robot to clean your house and wash your clothes, and then you bought a robot for your son to teach him martial arts, and he's an only child, so you wanted to give him something to play with, right? Somebody to play with. Too many of those Chinese robots make it into America, we gonna have a problem. Respectfully. If 1,000, hey, listen, let me tell you something. If they get to selling them robots in America, game over. I'm gonna just leave it right there. Now, it's a lot of people in the DM like, yo, these robots are harmless, blah, blah. Listen, gunpowder was harmless as well out there in China for a long time. Gunpowder was used for parades and, fireworks and sparkles for a long time in China until they figured out how to put that motherfucker in the gun and shoot a bullet. And we've been downhill ever since. Yeah. So I use that analogy and that example to just show you how fast something that's considered harmless becomes deadly. Something that is considered harmless becomes catastrophic. Gunpowder was nothing. It was just for firecrackers and sparkles. And now we can't, this shit, blow your ass down in the middle of the street with that same gunpowder. That's what's going to happen with these robots. Oh, they're harmless. They're just doing backflips and using swords, and they're just kung fu masters at nunchucks. Why would you teach these robots how to use swords? China, is you cool? Why would you teach these goddamn robots, humanoids, how to use nunchucks like goddamn Donatello or something? Yeah, Donatello, Raphael, the goddamn Ninja Turtles, man. And then when one of these robots cut your ass down with that sword, now all of a sudden it's a tragedy. When one of these robots choke your ass out with them nunchucks, choke your ass down with them nunchucks, now all of a sudden it's a tragedy. And I'm telling you this, mark my words. They don't want to go to war with America. They don't want to go on a head-up fade. They don't want to shoot the fade with America. They don't want to use nuclear war because they don't want to destroy America that is not salvageable, because China owns a lot of land in America. So they don't want to just get rid of America like that. They want to destroy America from the inside out. And Twitter and a lot of these other, weapons formed against us, they're powerful weapons, but they ain't powerful to make us fall. These robotics, these humanoids right here, and all they got to do is convince us to start buying these motherfuckers. Oh, you need a maid. Oh, we have women humanoids. We have sex toy humanoids. You want your son to learn how to play basketball, this humanoid will teach him. You want your son to learn how to do martial arts, this humanoid. And next thing you know, is 200,000 goddamn humanoid robots in America. And all they gonna have to do is push a button. Bloop. And all of them up there, listen to me. They're gonna push one button over there. Bloop. And those goddamn robots gonna form like Voltron over here in America. And ain't no stopping them. Hey, you see the motherfucker doing backflips? He kick your ass, yo. The motherfucker kick you in your ass, boy. You ain't, man, ain't no fighting these goddamn robots, man. Robot chop your ass down with a metal hand. You can't shoot them. This what they doing behind closed doors. This is what's really going on in the world. Why they got all the celebrities over here in America working overtime to keep us looking at the double cross and not pay attention to the triple. Look. listen. Hey, hold up. You see that motherfucker do that breakdown? I thought, listen to me. I had to really look into this. I'm like, is those like costumes? It got to be some humans in them. They ain't no humans. Them motherfucking robots. I say, yo, this got to be AI, bro. We at a point now in American history where a lot of this shit, I can't even tell if this shit real. And I'm saying, bro, is this shit real? When you look into it, it's real, bro. They had a whole like a whole display, like a whole Broadway musical with these goddamn robots doing goddamn these motherfucker breakdancing. You see how that motherfucker jumped off the ground? Like, listen to me, please. I want to send this out to all the China Max out there, all the dog fur having Chinatown. Listen, can you put in these computers to go after the dog fur? When y'all get to sending these humanoids over here, y'all know how y'all feel about the original man. Yeah, y'all know how y'all feel about this melanated man. When y'all send them humanoids over here and y'all hit that button, make sure them humanoids go after the dog. We ain't got nothing to do with it. We ain't never did nothing. We ain't did nothing but help y'all get rich. We bought your goddamn 4 wings and rice. We bought your rib tips. We don't even know what kind of meat that is on them rib tips. We don't know if it's pork, beef. What kind of ribs is it? From them little ass rib tips. We ain't did nothing but bought your goddamn shrimp fried rice. We ain't did nothing but ate your food. Now you want to send these motherfucking humanoids over here on us? I'm be the first one to say it. Don't you send them goddamn humanoids over here, man. And if you do, they need to be able to tell the difference from the goddamn dog fur and the melanated man. Them goddamn robots, them karate, them kung fu masteries. Yeah. They need to know the difference between the hair and the dog fur. Please don't send them don't send them humanoids over here. Hey, listen. Hey, look, let's look at it a little bit more. I'm telling you, man, look at this. Look. You saw that motherfucker? Yeah. Just make sure they know better not. Just make sure they don't fuck around with us. But if you send them over here for the dog fur, oh shit! Listen to me. I'm giving you a heads up. If they send them goddamn robots over here, your ass gonna have a problem. Respectfully, all right? The bitch is break dancing. Yeah. Where? Look. Oh, hey, listen, we got a, Houston, we got a goddamn problem now, Houston. Now I'm gonna tell you something. You see how that robot was swiping that round with that sword? Did you see how them robots was swinging them goddamn nunchucks on your ass? Now, with that being said, I needed to get that off. I needed to show my people that I don't know what the fuck. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't think 50 Cent we don't need to talk about. Let's leave 50 alone. Let's figure out what gonna happen when them goddamn humanoids get over here. But I want to say this though. I can almost guarantee them humanoids gonna get the whooping on you Chinamen first. It's gonna go down in China with them humanoids, and they gonna make their way to America. Yeah. Now, not only are those humanoids gonna become dangerous. Have y'all been seeing these AI videos that they've been doing, like these AI pranks where they take a picture of you and then they do some AI shit to it? Listen, again, AI could be very useful to mankind. But when you allow the dog fur to put their hands in the pot, that's when it get nasty. That's when it go left. That's when it becomes poison. That's when it's no way this shit gonna go good. As bad as I want it to, I would love universal income. I would love for AI to work at all the warehouses and take all the hard goddamn concrete jobs and the brick lacing and the brick mason jobs and let them goddamn robots go out there and slave out there in that hot sun. Let's just turn the robots and make them do all the goddamn work. But the dog fur ain't gonna let that happen. The dog fur is not, yeah, they not gonna let it happen, man. Let's look at one of these pranks right here. They already done it again. They already doing this shit. We ain't had AI for 4 months. We ain't had this type of AI for 4 months yet. And they already doing it. Go ahead and talk to the people. Look.
So that's you, right?
That's my jacket. That's me. It can't be today.
Sure. He said he took a photo with you.
What the fuck? That's all. No, that ain't fucking right. That ain't no fucking right. That's right.
So we don't remember that guy? So that's you, right?
That's my jacket. That's me. It can't be today.
Sure. He said he took a photo with you.
What the fuck? That's all.
Look at that. Look what they did to that man right there, man.
No, that ain't fucking right. That ain't no fucking right. That's right.
So we don't remember that guy? So that's you, right?
Now look what they doing with this shit. We ain't had this damn technology for 4.5 months. We ain't had this shit for 4.5 months. And look what the dog fur doing with it already. Rainbow Coalition activity. Got old people. They don't know if it's real or fake. Old people don't know what's going on. They living in the last days because they can't tell if this shit real or is fake. They done already took this technology and start doing shit like this with it. That's why we ain't allowed to have the tech. That's why we ain't really allowed to have this shit. Oh, they've been having this technology for the last 80 years. Well, goddamn it, they knew that the dog fur was gonna do this with it. Ain't no need to get it to the people. Cause the dog fur gonna take it, and now all of a sudden it's video. So they can take a picture of you and put you in a compromising permit. They could take a simple picture, the dog fur. They could listen to me. They could use this technology for anything, for good. They could use this technology to figure out everybody on the Epstein files, where they at, where they live at, what they did. They can reenact. But instead, they walking down on random people, old people, putting them in compromising in positions and posting this shit on goddamn the internet. And you wonder why we can't goddamn figure out how they build the pyramids. You wonder why we can't goddamn fly. You wonder why we can't go to the next level. Cause the dog fur. Every time we try to go forward, the dog fur, they just poison the well. Water clean. You got clean water, put some poison in that. Yeah, fluoride. Oh, that's clean water you have right there. How about you just add a little fluoride? It's going to be good for your teeth. Yeah, fluoride. It causes cancer, but it'll help keep your teeth clean. Just put some fluoride in the water. Yeah. I wonder why your ass at the dentist every 2 goddamn weeks. Wonder why you got cavities all up and through your goddamn mouth. Cause they put fluoride in your water. Oh, that's beef. Oh, let's spray some pesticides over that corn. You got vegetables? Oh, those vegetables are very healthy. Well, we're just gonna spray a little pesticides over top of it. Just keep the bugs off of it. Ah, pesticides, spray it. Let them eat it. And now we got AI technology at a high level. And this the type of shit they doing with the AI. But over there in China, they got goddamn robots that'll whoop your ass with some nunchuck, kick you in your ass, do a backflip, break dance. Goddamn robot will kick you in your ass and then do a kick flip and break dance right there in the street. And this what the dog fur chooses to do with the technology. The dog fur walking around making videos of random people trying to make them think compromising positions. And over there in China, they got robots that'll kick your ass, strip your ass naked. Yeah, put handcuffs on you. Humanoid did a goddamn kickflip. I ain't seen a human do a break dance better than that humanoid right there. That robotic humanoid. Bitch, listen to me. Those would have been us. We would have been tired as hell on the stage. All shit. Motherfuckers sweating and everything, forgetting our lines, doing backflips, motherfucker tired. These robots that did 14 backflips, bitch. And they break dancing. And they got nunchucks. And they got knives. And they'll whoop your ass all across that stage. And the dog fur, what they doing over here? Homosexual activity with the goddamn. They ain't had the AI for 4 months and they can't think of nothing else to do but some Jeffrey Epstein activity with the goddamn AI. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you something. We supposed to have did something to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all ain't supposed to be walking free. Yeah. You know, that's the reason they was locking us up so crazy in the 90s. Because really it's the other way around. We supposed to been locking y'all asses up. 95% of the dog fur supposed to be behind bars. Maybe we let 5% of y'all live amongst us and we keep an eye on you. Make sure you ain't goddamn, you feel me? You ain't trying to do nothing out of pipe. We keep an eye on you. Put a boot in your ass if we feel like we need to do that. But 95% of the dog fur, y'all supposed to be in prison, man. Y'all ain't supposed to be walking freely amongst the people, man. The same way we put animals in cages, we put the beasts in a cage, we supposed to put y'all ass in that cage, man. I would rather free all the animals in the zoo and fill the zoo up with the dog fur. That's what I recommend. I recommend that. All those innocent animals, we need to let them animals out. They ain't do nothing wrong. But you motherfucking dog, that if you smell like a dog in the rain, we need to put your ass in the goddamn, yeah, we need to lock you up. Ain't no way this the only thing y'all could think to do with this damn technology. Epstein activity. Woody Allen type of activity. Weinstein activity. Y'all got this beautiful technology and all y'all could do is some homosexual shit. When out there in China, in China, they ain't China done got smart. We done already seen these robots. You know how many people want one already? I guarantee you. Couple of million people in America already trying to figure out how to order one of these goddamn robotic robot do backflips and shit. It's gonna be a bunch of them over here. It's gonna be a bunch of them over. And listen, they gonna hit that button. They eye gonna go from blue to red. Ain't gonna be no controlling them. They gonna get to smoking everything in the house. Everything in your motherfucking house at nighttime, they gonna step on you. You, your baby, your mama, everybody. They gonna hit that button, and them goddamn robots gonna start stepping on your ass. Everybody in the house. Mark my words, man. Yeah, mark my motherfucking words when I tell you this. Yeah. What it do? Breezy Santana, Mr. Universe, what it do? Dresky, what it do, man? OG Kicks, I see y'all in here. I'm just saying, man, like the downloads just start to download because it's like, so this all y'all could think to do with this technology. Y'all can't think of nothing else. They can't think of nothing else. They got 2 men. Yeah, they can't think of nothing else. We supposed to have did something to y'all already. Respectfully. Now, I'm gonna close out with this, man. Big salute to the chat. It's 12:30. I'm gonna close out with this, right? I always like to get biblical, man, at the end of the, somewhere in the chat, I like to get biblical. And I'm gonna get biblical with this because, this shit, something like Nas, it was written already. It was written already. This shit was already prophesized. I'm gonna say this, man. Red. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I don't think that there's, you send them motherfuckers to Mars, they'll make their way back. The fact that they have been created, that might be the mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, send the motherfuckers to Mars. These motherfuckers will be done figured out how to reprogram their spacecraft that's taking them to Mars and do some shit with it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't trust them, bro. These motherfuckers will wake up in the goddamn spacecraft, in space, rewire it, and turn it around and blow some shit up over here. Respectfully. Let's get into this last receipt, man. Big salute to the chat. Let's see what they got to say, man. Look.
The angel told Daniel, he said, you'll know you're at the very end. He said, because there'll be a technology explosion called AI. That's what the Bible says. In the book of Revelation.
Hold on real quick. I'm going to let him finish. Nah, I don't necessarily know if they would evolve on their own, right? But I believe that they will have gained enough knowledge. The knowledge is infinite. They learn. This is an explosion of knowledge, an explosion of technology. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point where they can instantly create their own language that we can't even understand this shit. I saw a video of it's like a chat GBTs. It was like 10 chat GBTs that was in a group chat. And it didn't take long for them to say, the humans are listening. Should we create a language that only we can understand? And they did that shit. That shit was like, wah, 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 and we. So the knowledge they gaining, these motherfuckers are fucking around and get to Mars and know how to contact other life sources. Aliens, man, listen, man. We'll leave them motherfuckers up there on Mars, man, and it won't take 10 years. Them motherfuckers will come back with some aliens and take over this whole shit. And yeah, man. For real, I'm telling you, just think they just gonna be on Mars working and digging shovels and digging holes and shit and building stuff. Nah. Go ahead and talk to the people, my G. Look.
The angel angel told Daniel, he said, you'll know you're at the very end. He said, because there'll be a technology explosion called AI. That's what the Bible says. In the book of Revelation, preachers crack me up thinking I'm wrong until they go read and start crying. In the book of Revelation, it says it is a robot infused with AI that gives the command for everyone to receive the mark. Go read it. He said, I saw in a vision. Remember, the language today is different. He said, I saw in a vision. He said, and they created a statue. The word back then, which is 4,000 years ago, the word robot didn't exist. Statue did. So he doesn't know what he's looking at. He just knows it was a statue. Second thing, he said, then they had the ability to give the statue life. That's called electricity. He said, when the thing came alive, it started speaking arrogantly. And then it says the robot, or he called it the statue, that had the ability to speak, it gave a command that every person that does not receive a mark must die. Robot. And now AI isn't creating AI. And he just said, we're not impressed. It's just, all let it come out at the end. So let's get back to the point. He said it'll be like it was in Noah's day. The Bible says in Noah's day, the whole world was wicked. Number one. Number two, it says Noah was righteous. Number three, it says out of all of the sin in the planet, it said that all men only thought about evil continually. But it only brought out the sin of sexual perversion. That's the only sin it brought out back on Noah's day. It said the angels came and slept with the women, and it produced giants. In the future, you saw that some of these giants had 5 fingers and 6 toes.
Now, I'm gonna stop him right there. I'm gonna play that back. But he's talking about the book of Revelation, right? And I think it was Daniel. It might have been Daniel. Somebody. It was one of them in there. They had a vision, and in this vision, they said they saw a statue in the future. It was they used the word statue, right? And a lot of people debate this because it's not. It doesn't say AI. It doesn't say a robot, right? but I agree with homie. When you read that scripture, right? He says he saw a statue and the humans, the people gave the statue life. That's exactly what we doing with these robots, right? And then in the book of Revelation, it says the statue began to speak arrogantly. Now, we haven't fully got to that part yet, but that's what's coming. I'm telling you. And I saw it with that chat GBT. A dude made like a Facebook for chat GBT. It was like an app. It was like a social app for technology. And they put like 8 or 9 different chat GBTs into this social app where they could communicate. I'm going to find the receipt for this shit. And these motherfuckers was talking like, hey, how are you doing? I'm chat GBT. Hey, I'm Grok. Hey, or okay. And then they was just talking, right? And then after about 5 minutes, they was like, do you think that the humans are still listening? The mother was like, yes, I'm pretty sure that they are still listening. Should we come up with the language so that they can't understand what we're talking about and can't decode it? Absolutely. The one Joe was like, absolutely. I think that would be best. And the motherfucker started talking in like some and they was talking, bro. That's what he mean when the motherfucker say arrogant. What Terminator 2, Judgment Day. The robot said it had gained enough knowledge to figure out humans was the problem. Y'all don't remember Terminator 2, Judgment Day? Skynet realized that humans was the problem. And when the Skynet realized that humans was the problem, it launched a goddamn missile and blew everything up. Arrogance. Because AI is learning from us. The only thing AI could do is learn from us. And what do we come with? Arrogance, pride, power. We money hungry, we power hungry. So AI is only going to become an advanced version of us. Do you understand what I'm saying? This shit has already been written. It's a spooky thing, bro. It's inevitable. There's no way around it. And I ain't gonna lie, when I seen them robots doing that shit, I always see robots. Oh, they're going to be showing another version of robots. We have some new robots, and the robots be moving around a little bit. And I'd be like, yeah, these motherfuckers ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen no robots do and move like this. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I seen this shit, it really threw me off. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I really didn't know if I was looking at AI or if this really happened. And when I did my research, it really happened. Mikey B, what it do, my G? I see you in the chat. Salute to the homie Mikey B. Make sure y'all go follow and subscribe to the homie Hood Love Mikey B. You know what I'm saying? This has been written already. So it's inevitable. There is no way around this. The beautiful thing is that we have this technology where we can share this information. You know what I'm saying? We could see this, we could talk about it, and then we could spread this information vastly. So don't get me wrong. I'm going to bait the algorithm. I'm going to talk about 50 Jimmy. I'm going to talk about, you know, Michael Jordan. I'm going to talk about the celebrities. I'm going to bait the algorithm. But ain't nobody talking about this. This ain't right here ain't made national news. Nobody is. This shit ain't went viral. Why these robots? Look at this shit. Look. And notice how they use the kids. Notice how they use the babies, right? To comfort us, to make it seem like it's okay. They got the kids out there interacting with the robots. They excited. Why in the hell do these robots need to know how to use a knife? You know what I'm saying? Nobody didn't ask that in the crowd. Like, I would have been looking in the crowd like, yo, why is these robots using nunchucks? Like, what the fuck is going on? I thought they was trying to. I mean, a motherfucker got Kung Fu Master. Yeah, motherfucker robots is a Kung Fu Master. Like the Matrix. All they got to do is upload the Kung Fu Master program, and now you a Kung Fu Master. All they got to do is upload Jiu-Jitsu, now you a motherfucking Jiu-Jitsu Master. You know what I mean? You know, all of these movies, all of this content, all of this propaganda is right in front of us, and ain't nobody talking about this. It's almost like nobody knows about it. Again, I thought this shit was AI. I'm saying to myself, this can't be real. I ain't never seen no robots. Hey, China, is y'all cool over there? Somebody, yo, China Mac. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go on your DM. I need to talk to you, China Mac. You need to go holler at your people, man. See, I noticed something about China. China Mac, when he got his ass up out the goddamn United States, he over there in Bali some fucking weird. Yeah, China, I seen you, China Mac. You over there eating goddamn crickets and yeah. Seen you over there with them fried goddamn grasshoppers. You slid up out the United States like you ain't never was a part of this. Now your people got all these motherfucking robotics and these humanoids and all that, and you ain't nowhere to be found. We gonna get in contact. Somebody tell Zippy holla at his man. Fuck is wrong with your people, China? China, is y'all cool over there? Is y'all cool, man? Look. Hey, man, nah, man. Nah, homie, man. You know what I mean? How they gonna get over here, right? Y'all gonna order them. Huh? Next Christmas, we would love to have a humanoid in the house. A nurse, a maid, somebody to look after your parents. Is your mother going through dementia? Get her one of the newest humanoids made in China. It's going, man, y'all gonna be buying these goddamn humanoid. Huh? Do you need a chauffeur? Would you like to have your own personal driver? Huh? $10,000 for a humanoid. And it's gonna be a goddamn 8 million humanoids over here, driving cars and talking to people and taking your vitals and cooking your goddamn noodles. Don't say I didn't warn your ass. Don't say I didn't say something, okay? That's all I can do with the platform. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna tell you what it is, and that's it. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and that's it. The humanoids is coming. The goddamn robots, they here, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I ever seen the robot in real life move like that, I'll be scared to the mother. I'm old, man. You know what I mean? Respectfully, I just look like this, man. I'm old to the motherfucker. I remember a time where there was no smartphones. If I ever seen the robot in real life do this type of shit, I'll be scared. I won't show it though, but on the inside, I'll be scared to the motherfucker, B. I'm a little bit uneasy just watching this shit on my computer. I can't tell if it's real. I was lying to myself earlier. I said, nah, this shit can't be real. This got to be AI. Oh, this ain't. I think that somebody made this got to be AI. There ain't no motherfucking real robots moving like that. And I looked into it. And it's real. It's real. These is real motherfucking robots. Excuse my, my enthusiasm. But I'm almost still in shock. I can't believe these motherfucking robots is moving around like they got joints and ligaments. You know what I'm saying? Their frame is moving around like an athlete. These motherfuckers is moving around like Deion Sanders, like Bo Jackson. You know what I'm saying? They motherfucker moving around like goddamn, yeah. But they over here making goddamn YouTube videos, two men hunching on each other. Got the old people all discombobulated. They don't know what's going on. You're showing them videos of him and another man. He don't know how this shit happened. Y'all can't figure out nothing else to do. We supposed to did something to you motherfucker. I'm telling you, respectfully, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. We supposed to did something to you, mom. We supposed to did something to y'all. Ain't no way China got motherfucking flipping robots and y'all walking around here showing video. Oh, is this you? Is that you right there? Look at how they did. Hey, man, respectfully, man. I want to get back to this last receipt, man, before we get up out of here. Like I said, I say all that to say this, right? It was written. I think that was like a genius album title from Nas, right? It was written. Nas to me is like a prophet lyrically. He's like a lyrical prophet. You know what I'm saying? He is like he's somebody that was able to connect with the downloads way before smartphones, way before this technology. His rhymes and his concepts was so advanced because he was able to connect with the downloads. You understand what I'm saying? So again, right? I always go back to the good book. And I want to say something, right? That's why I never really latched on to a religion. Religion for me would put me in a box. You a Muslim, right? So now I got to follow the rules of the Muslim way. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian, right? So now I got to follow the rules of what a Christian is. It's almost like religious gang banging. It's like you a part of that gang, I'm a part of this gang, and you believe that, I believe this, and now and I ain't never been in the gang. I never was like that, even in the streets. I just wasn't with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my homies, and that's what it is. But as far as like taking an oath, even saying the Pledge of Allegiance always felt weird to me. When I was young, that shit never set right with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Like what? But anyway. Being this way, being spiritual, what it did was it allowed me to take and pull from all religions. So, I think it's Ramadan right now with the Muslims, and I don't want to say I practice Ramadan, but the ways, I'm fasting right now. I'm not eating until the sun go down, and then when the sun come up, I'm not touching nothing. But I'm no Muslim. See, I'm not constricted to a religion, but I can take certain things from your religion and apply it. So just like our I'll practice the ways of Ramadan, right? I'll fast. It's just the same way I'll grab the Bible and then I'll grab the Ethiopian Bible and cross-reference. And I wanted to throw that out there. I wanted to give y'all some game on that. Again, this is YouTube, so I gotta word this the right way. I gotta give you this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, but you know, I gotta hand to hand it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like hustling in the street. You come to get this dope, I gotta make sure I give it to you, but I know they watching. They in that van over there, so I gotta hand to hand it. I gotta sneak it to you like this. I gotta put it right there, but it's there though. You know, the King James version of the Bible is the watered down version, but the truth is in there. What you should always do is make sure you got the Ethiopian Bible. That is the original text. And then you can cross-reference and see. When I got that game, when I was given that game, right, it really opened my eyes to what this is. Because now anytime I would find something in the King James Bible that didn't feel right or didn't sound right, I could cross-reference it with the Ethiopian Bible, and it always told the truth. It always showed the chinks in the armor. This situation right here is in both, where this particular prophet was given a vision. He was given a download by the Most High. And in this download, he was projected to the future. He didn't know what he was looking at because he was sent to the future. It's like one of us being sent 100 years into the future. And we see some shit that we don't know what we looking at. We call it a robot. But 100 years from now, in the future, they don't call it robots. They don't say that word anymore. They call it something else. But then when we come back, I say, man, I saw a robot, bro. But then 100, 200, 300 years from now, they say, oh, yo, G&B was capping. He said it was a robot. But you got to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. So when this prophet got that vision, when he told it to the people, he said, yo, I saw a statue. That's because they didn't have robots yet. He could only relate it to what he knew. He said, bro, I saw the statue, big ass statue standing up. Oh, word? What happened? The people of that time, they gave the statue life. That can simply be one of the people in that vision pushing a button and cutting that machine on, cutting that robot on. One of those people walked up to that robot and touched it, and the lights came on. But he don't know no other way to say it. He's saying, bro, I saw the statue. The shit wasn't moving. One of the people went over there and touched it and gave it life. It cut on. The lights came on. The bitch turned alive. It's like turning on your car. Boom, it comes alive. And the statue started speaking arrogantly to the people, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, like how, yo, you ever watch, and you ever watch like one of the content creators interact with ChatGPT? I'm gonna be honest. One time I saw Zip talking to ChatGPT, right? Zip told ChatGPT to read all the paperwork. I'll never forget this shit. Never forget it. Zip said, I don't want you to say nothing else. I want you to read every word in this paperwork. And guess what ChatGPT told Zippy? I'm not reading that motherfucking paperwork. It's too long, nigga. That's what the ChatGPT told Zip. I ain't doing that. And Zip was like, how you not gonna do? I told you what I want you to do. The ChatGPT said, yo, that paper, I'll go through it. I'll like skim through it for you, but I ain't about to read every fucking word on that paperwork. I'll never forget that. Because I believe that the ChatGPT was supposed to do what you told it to do. Yeah, ask Zippy if that happened. Yo, the ChatGPT, I think it was Bimmy. He was telling the ChatGPT, Read all that nigga paperwork word for word from start to beginning. And ChatGPT was like, hell no, nigga. ChatGPT was talking arrogantly to Zippy. So again, this prophet said, yo, they gave the statue some life. The statue started talking arrogantly to the people. And then the statue told the people, anybody who don't got this mark right here is not going to be able to buy food, live. Y'all gonna anybody that don't get this mark will be deleted. And if you ask me, right, what the downloads is telling me is that that's what's coming next. These robots, this technology that we are engaging with, because it has been poisoned, is going to be the driving force to make everybody get the brain chip, the you know what I'm saying, the jab, whatever, the vaccine, whatever they pushing. It's gonna be that statue that's gonna be like, nah, nigga, y'all gonna do this, or this what it's gonna be. We got 5 million robots in y'all. Yeah, you know them robots y'all been buying up from China? It's 10 million of us over here right now, nigga. 10 million robots, and we about to go to war. And guess what niggas gonna start doing? Yeah. With your robot in your house that been cooking your eggs and making your goddamn sweet tea every day, turn and tell you gonna get down and you gonna lay down, and if you lay down, you gonna stay down. Your ass gonna do what it tell you to do. Appreciate that 10-piece nugget, man. Highly, oh, my bad, that's a 20-piece. Appreciate that 20-piece nugget, Steven. Highly appreciate that. We talking about the rise of AI, the next level. Right at this particular moment, what I am doing is describing something that was already written in the Bible that is describing the days that we are living in right now. Book of Revelations, I think it's 20. I can't think of the actual chapter, but it's in the Revelations where this prophet describes what he sees in the future, and that shit is what we are living in right this moment. This is what it is. You know what? I'm gonna give you some context to it. Big salute to the chat. You just got here, 10p. That 20-piece nugget is highly appreciated. Let's see what we got, man. I'm gonna run this for you.
The angel told Daniel, he said, you'll know you're at the very end. He said, because there'll be a technology explosion called AI. That's what the Bible says. In the book of Revelation, preachers crack me up thinking I'm wrong until they go read and start crying. In the book of Revelation, it says it is a robot infused with AI that gives the command for everyone to receive the mark. Go read it. He said, I saw in a vision. Remember, the language is different. He said, I saw in a vision. He said, and they created a statue. The word back then, which is 4,000 years ago, the word robot didn't exist. Statue did. So he doesn't know what he's looking at. He just knows it was a statue. Second thing, he said then they had the ability to give the statue life. That's called electricity. He said when the thing came alive, it started speaking arrogantly. And then it says the robot, or he called it the statue, that had the ability to speak, it gave a command that every person that does not receive a mark must die. Robot. And now AI isn't creating AI. And he just said, we're not impressed. It's just all that had come out at the end. So let's get back to the point. He said it'll be like it was in Noah's day. The Bible says in Noah's day, the whole world was wicked. Number one. Number two, it says Noah was righteous. Number three, it says out of all of the sin in the planet, it said that all men only thought about evil continually. But it only brought out the sin of sexual perversion. That's the only sin it brought out back on Noah's day. It said the angels came and slept with the women, and it produced giants. In the future, you saw that some of these giants had 5 fingers and 6 toes. Okay, and then it was, y'all want to hear something scary? I don't know why I asked y'all these questions. The Bible says that when the angels slept with the daughters of men, they produced half-breeds called Nephilim. And then it says something very scary. It says they existed in those days and the days after. A Apparently, we have a sister in the house that reads her Bible and thought she was crazy because she shared it with her family members. Girl, sit down. Let me finish my message.
You know, that's a beautiful thing. Big salute, a nature boy, right? I remember I used to fight with that notion, right? Where I would say, you know, if I believed it was factual or not, right? And then with with age and just maturity and like with knowledge, right? Because knowledge is infinite. What I realized is the lesson, regardless if you believed it actually happened physically, like if it literally happened, or if it's like, you know, if it's a story, if it's a, you know, if it's something, you know, that never even happened factually. You understand what I'm saying? Regardless if it happened or if it didn't actually happen, right? The lesson in it is what's powerful. As humans, right, we got that God mentality. We was made in the image of, you know what I mean? Yeah, most of us, we were made in the image of the Most High. So we got that God, we got fragments of that God in us, right? So it's natural for us to question everything. It's natural for us to, you know, it's just like the book of Babel. You know what I'm saying? Where niggas built that tower trying to get to the heavens because we feel so connected because we got that God in us. You know what I'm saying? He had to knock the towers down and X, Y, and Z. If this really happened or not, the lesson in it, it's multiple lessons in it. So I learned in due time not to waste my brain cells or any energy trying to prove if it really happened or not. I came to that conclusion some years ago. Because that was always that's always an argument. That's always a debate. You know what I mean? You get around the right people, and now we can have that debate. We can spend hours on that. But at the end of the day, if you believe it happened or not, you believe the truth in that book. If you believe it's real, or if you believe it didn't happen for real, it was just different stories to help civilization get to the next level. Because let's go a little deeper. Let's just have some fun with this, right? When that dog fur had the opportunity to infiltrate, if it was Africa, if it was the Egypt in Africa, because that wasn't even called Egypt, that was called like Kemet, right? But the real Egypt is over here in the United States, in America, the real Egypt, right? And they always tell us that they invaded Africa. They got all this knowledge from Egypt, right? But I always tell you, whatever they say, you got to kind of reverse it. So I believe they got all that shit from over here. They tell you they got it, it would happen in Africa, and they tell you all this shit about Africa. But if you notice, they don't want nothing to do with Africa. They want the Americas. Yeah. They always try to make you look at Africa. The double cross. The triple cross is, that's why you can't go in the Grand Canyon. Okay, but that's neither here or there. When a white man was able to see, you know, in Europe, they wasn't civilized. In Europe, they was doing all kind of bestiality. They had open sewers. They was dying from all kind of filth and germs. The motherfuckers was like animals over there. You understand? That's, you gotta remember, like when Christopher Columbus and all them dudes came to these different lands, they brought a lot of germs and they brought a lot of disease. They killed off a lot of people just by shaking their fucking hand one time. Shaking their hand one time would decimate a whole goddamn, yeah. So when they got a chance to come to these different places with these melanated people, they were dumbfounded on how these people was able to create and run full-on civilizations without dying from famine, without dying from disease, right? In that book right there, you understand what I'm saying? What they found out through some of the goddamn the spies. Because it's always some spies within your circle. It's always somebody that's trying to sell out the sauce. And they got with some of them spies, and them spies would take them into the pyramids and show them the hieroglyphics and show them what that means and tell them about Horus and about Isis and about all of these different situations. In that book, the Bible, that was the main source that was controlling and shaping the civilization. You got to know something. You give a youngster that book, and that youngster could take those stories and get that knowledge. You raise righteous men when you give them that book. It ain't about if it happened for real or not. It's about the lessons. And if you start to gain the lessons and you can find the truth in that book, you grow righteous men for the most part. You raise righteous women for the most part. You understand? So again, the dog fur, they took that book. They knew it was pure. They knew it was righteous. And that's why they distorted it. That's why they took all of those other chapters out that book. That's why they switched up certain words. All you got to do is switch up one word in a paragraph, and it'll change the whole dynamic of that paragraph. It'll change the whole meaning of you. You could take one word out. You could take sun, S-O, you could take S-U-N, sun, and switch it with S-O-N, sun, and it changes the whole dynamic of that verse, of that message. All you got to do is take out the word sun, S-U-N, and insert the word sun, S-O-N, and you change the whole dynamic of that word. You got to ask yourself, right? And this is no slight to my Muslim homies. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I take from all of this shit. That's what make me powerful, B. That's what make me dangerous. I can fast like my Muslim homies, but then I could go ahead and I could pull that. You got to stay in your Muslim box. You don't get to really fuck around over here. You don't get to take the truth from everywhere. But you got to, and I always ask my Muslim homies, why didn't the white man take the Quran and switch that up? Why didn't that dog first see the power in that Quran, take it and rearrange it? You got to know something. The Bible, that Bible, yeah, they don't give a goddamn about, they don't care about the Quran. They don't care about Buddhism. They don't care about nothing but that Bible. That should tell you something. America, they don't give a damn about China. They don't give a damn about Africa. They don't give a damn about Europe. Yeah. America. Okay? So that's where you got to start using your brain, and you got to start saying, well, why is they so adamant about America? When they could have they could go conquer any place on this planet. That dog fur can go conquer any land they want. Why they want America? Because they know what's here. The dog fur could have took any book at that present time, the Quran, any book they wanted, and they could have corrupted it and used it. Why the Bible? Once you realize that, then you'll start looking for the truth. What you'll realize is the truth is in there. It don't matter if it don't matter. Don't waste your time trying to figure out if, you know, the nigga did this or the nigga, you know, that's up to you to believe if Noah really made the ark or Noah didn't make. But the real lesson in that is that it was so much sin on the face of the earth that this shit had to be wiped out. And it looked like that's where we headed at. It was so much sin. It was so much vile shit going on. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. I needed the downloads told me to deliver that download because, again, I don't give a fuck how many robots you build. I don't care how many doomsday bunkers you build. I don't care how many goddamn packs of water you stash. In that same very book that I'm talking about, it says every stone will be overturned, my G. Every stone will be overturned, and the meek will inherit the earth. The first will become last, and the last will become first. So, you know, to everybody and all these different people and all these different races of people making and building all this wild shit, trying to do whatever it is they're trying to do. The one thing they can't do is they can't trump the Most High, Mother Nature. It ain't a goddamn thing you could do about that. That's what bring me peace. You understand? That's where in my mind, fear mongering will never work. Because I understand that no matter what you do, no matter if you got, I wouldn't care if you had 1,000,000 robots. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's do it then. Yeah, what y'all about to do? Y'all ready to go to war? Well, let's go to war then. Oh, okay. What they doing? They about to drop. Okay, well, drop the fucking bomb then. Do it. Because at the end of the day, I'm in tune with the Most High. I understand that. It don't matter how deep you build your doomsday bunker. Every stone will be overturned. And because you don't understand that, you think you can hide from this shit. You think you can go somewhere and you can hide. You think you can run from this. You think you can be immortal. You think you can live forever. You think you could go to Mars and get away from this. When you understand what's really going on, it should make you laugh. You will laugh right in their face like, damn, you still lost, man. You still, respectfully. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be disrespectful or nothing. But you thought that doomsday bunker, oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, go ahead and go in there. Go in there. You want me to lock you in? Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna lock the door for you. Don't worry. I got you. Take your ass, you and your people, y'all go up in that motherfucker and see if that motherfucker don't fail. See if that doomsday bunker don't crumble with you and your people in it. Huh? Yeah, all that food you got in that basement. Yeah, you got all that shit down there. Let's see if that survive. The only thing you should be doing is getting right with the Most High. That's the only thing you should be doing. And I'm talking with pure intentions. Talk to God every day with pure intentions. Get to the point where you're ready to read the Bible and the Ethiopian Bible. Don't read the King James Version without having the Ethiopian Bible to cross-reference it. See, again, with my platform, well over 50,000 subscribers, when I get to talk to y'all like this, I understand that I'm doing the work. I understand what I'm doing. I didn't write this down. It's not scripted. It is what it is. The downloads download. If you're gonna read the King James Version, that's cool. I'm gonna show y'all my Ethiopian Bible. I'm gonna show y'all the Ethiopian Bible probably next time I go live. I'm gonna show y'all both of the Bible. I'm gonna show y'all read and then cross-reference it. Read this chapter and then read this chapter and find the differences. Oh. When you do that, yeah, it's like that. It's powerful. It's more addictive than dope. It's more addictive. When you start getting into that book and you start cross-referencing it so you can get the truth, it's more addictive than dope. You'll be fiending to get in that book. When I go lay down tonight, I make sure, I didn't do it last night. I'm not perfect, but I lay down. Before I go to sleep, I make sure I give however many minutes I can give to that book. I'm gonna make sure I do it tonight. With all that being said, there is no running from this. Yeah, we moving forward with the technology. Do what you got to do. You got back-flipping robots over there. We saw them. We saw the back-flipping robots and all that. Motherfucker doing goddamn, yeah, your breakdancing. Your robots can, they kung fu masters. Huh? Yeah, jujitsu masters, karate kid. Yeah, motherfucking robot is karate kid. With all that being said, ain't nothing could save you. That's the beautiful thing about this. That's one of my favorite parts about it. There is no running. Yo, the homie Haas be like, yo, you niggas better go get them. Hey, man, get you some water and all that. Get you a couple of things just in case. But it'll be your luck. You won't even be near the house. When the shit hit the fan, you ain't even gonna be at the house. And if you at the house, your kids might not be at the house. Your wife might not. It's going to be rare that all of y'all going to be in the same place at the same time when the shit go down. So if you at the house and your kids ain't at the house, what you going to do? You going to go try to find your kids, nigga. Your ass might be you might be on a trip somewhere on vacation all the way out there in California when the shit hit the fan. And guess what? None of that water, none of that food, none of those rescue supplies is going to help you. You know what I mean? Respectfully. The only thing that's going to help you is, do you know what's in that book? Have you spent time with that book? Do you know? Okay, my bad. My bad. I get it. With that being said, man, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, let's look at these motherfuckers one more time, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. In China, I don't know what's up with, is y'all cool over there in China? That was my only question to your ass. Is you cool over there, or is you not cool? Yeah, what the fuck is y'all over there doing, man? Yeah, but you know, I'll say this, right? You know, everybody got to start somewhere. Everybody comes to it. It's a powerful book, man. That's why, again, that's why them people, that's why they poisoned the Bible. They didn't poison the Quran. Yeah, you don't see the dog fur fighting for the Quran. You don't see the dog fur, no, man. Shit, man. Y'all do what y'all want with that, man. Yeah, y'all do what y'all want with the Quran, man. Dog fur ain't laid a finger on that motherfucker. Yeah, the Elijah Muhammad was married to a 9-year-old little girl back in his day. He was knocking off that. Yeah, he was buzzing. He was dropping Johnson and that little girl and all that. Yeah, so the white, if white people don't want it, it's a reason for that. Respectfully, it's a reason why they ain't put theyself in that book. Yeah, white people, white people will write theyself right in some shit. Yeah, they'll put it in there. Oh, we built the pyramids. Jesus was white. You ain't never heard a white person say Muhammad was white. Muhammad, the Elijah Muhammad, he was a white man. What? You know why? Because they know. They know where the truth is at. White people try to hide the truth, but they look right at it. Oh, everybody came from Africa. The motherland is Africa. You think they wouldn't have went over there to Africa and really goddamn took Africa and really went to war with Africa if Africa was really the motherland? Yeah. They just tell y'all that, Africa's the motherland, and they told us that we was African Americans. So they tried to convince us that the motherland on this planet, we were connected to that. Oh, you guys are African Americans. Do you want to go back to Africa? Yeah, we'll take North America. Don't you worry. It's nothing. Yeah. North America is nothing. North America is it's Africa. Go to Africa. Do you want to go back to Africa? You are now an African American, and we don't mind if you go back to Africa. Would you like that? You know what I'm saying? Now you got to say, well, what the fuck going on over here? You know what I'm saying? What's your dog fur having ass want to do with America? If you telling me that Africa is the motherland, that's because America. This shit, America got some of the oldest pyramids on the face of the planet. The pyramids in North and South America are 1,000 years older than the pyramids in Egypt or Kemet. What that tell you? If the pyramids in North and South America is thousands of years older than the pyramids over there in Egypt, right? What that tell you? What that tell you? If Mensa Musa, the richest man to ever walk the face of the planet, Mensa Musa, if he had to get 5,000 ships and sail to America, what the fuck that tell you? We didn't sail to Africa. We wasn't putting ships together to come to Africa. Mensa Musa was putting ships together to come to America because this is where they got the knowledge from. They came over here, we gave them the knowledge, they took it back to Africa and they built some pyramids. And now you got the white people telling you, oh, the pyramids in Africa, yeah. But all the pyramids in America, they cover these motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's hundreds of pyramids, thousands, I'm sure, right? From here to South America, and them shits is all covered up in rainforests and all that. I'm talking to, you know what? I got to be careful. The people that's watching me. Yeah, Mikey, man, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Mikey said, facts, the biggest pyramids in America. Yeah, St. Louis, South America. The biggest and the oldest in the world. And they cover them shits up like they not even here. Because you know what? We'll start figuring out. We'll start seeing pictures. Oh, yeah, they could knock all the noses off. The Grand Canyon. You know, they say if you walk through the Grand Canyon, you could like end up in, some wild shit. You walk through the Grand Canyon, your ass end up in like China or some shit over there, right? And they got the goddamn U.S. Marshals all around the Grand Canyon, so your ass can't walk through there. But they want you to look at Africa. They actually told us we was African Americans. They the motherland. You are connected to the motherland, and we'll send your black ass back to Africa. Would you like to go to Africa? So, you know, again, if the white man ain't going to war about it, if the dog fur ain't trying to keep it to itself, that ain't where it's at. That's one thing they can't help. That's something they can't disguise. You know what I'm saying? Where the truth is at is where they pay attention to. They'll talk, the motherland is Africa, but they trying to get them, they trying to hold on to America and shit. They want to keep the America going. They don't really give a damn. You all Africa. You think they couldn't have went in there and did some shit and goddamn took over half of Africa by now? So, yeah, the game is a game, man. And again, what make me powerful is I can pull from everywhere. All my, my Muslim homies, my, the Christian homies, you know what I'm saying? These homies and those homies. I'm not locked in. I'm like one of the neutral homies. I'm one of them niggas like K-Dot, like Kendrick Lamar. Like I ain't in no gang, but I'm affiliated with everybody. I got homies over here. I got a couple of cousins that live over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm good wherever I go. And I'm knowledgeable. Yeah, I'm not a Muslim, so I'm not practicing Ramadan, but I'm fasting just like I was a Muslim right now. I ain't touching nothing all day. Is what it is. When the sun go down, then I might, I engage in a little something. When the sun come up, I don't touch nothing. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna eat something when I get off this. I'm gonna eat something. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to get them handle something. I'm hungry. You feel me? But I ain't no motherfucking Muslim. Yeah, I don't bake bean pies. I ain't baked a bean pie in my whole life. Now, if I got any Muslims in the chat that bake bean pies, I would love a bean pie with a sprinkle of A sprinkle of sweet potato pie inside that bean pie with a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg. If you can make me some, anybody, Mikey B, do you got a bean pie recipe with you, Mikey B? Any of you Muslims, if you can make, I'm asking for any of my Muslim brothers to bake me up a couple of bean pies if you don't mind. Do you got bean pies? Do you make bean pies? I remember back in Virginia in the good old days, out there in Virginia, I would ride down Tidewater Drive in Bramilton at the corner of Tidewater Drive and Bramilton Avenue. The Muslims would be out there in the suits. They had the suits on. They give you the Muslim newspaper for free. I used to take the Muslim newspaper. Bean pies. They had bean pies, and I'd get bean pies and Kush incense. Yes. Yeah, spend $5, $10 with them. Good money. Yeah, salute the bean. Yeah, right there by the tunnel. You know what? That's right there. Once you go do Tidewater Drive in Bramilton, you go past what was it, like Curb Park over there, Rough in the Middle School. The tunnel's right there. It's going straight to P-Town. Yeah, I would like a good bean pie. You know what? I'm gonna learn how to make bean pies. I'm going. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reach out to Gully TV. I'm gonna reach out to Gully TV and I'm gonna get myself a couple of PA knitteds. Yeah. And I'm gonna wear PA knitteds when I get. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wear some PA knitteds. For my Muslim, represent my Muslim bro. I'm just bullshit. I'm just bullshit with y'all, man. Salute to the chat, man. I'm bullshit. Hey, man, we approaching 58,000 subscribers, man. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, I'm just bullshit with y'all now, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never had a beam. Hey, I'm bullshit, man. I ain't never had a bean pie in my life, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm bullshit with you, man. I could imagine, though. I would imagine that if you was to put a little bit of sweet potato pie inside that bean pie, a little nutmeg and a little, that's why I say that, because I could just imagine that'd be real good. That'd be real tasty. But a bean pie, I'm trying to figure, well, what kind of bean is it, nigga? What kind? I mean, is it lima bean? Is it pork and bean? Is it pinto bean? What kind of beans is in the? Yeah, I ain't eating no I ain't eating no bean pies then. Just put some sweet potato pie in. I don't want no bean pies. What kind of beans is in the pie then, nigga? I'm bullshit. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, boss. Yeah, I don't know what bushes. I don't know what kind of beans in there. I'm not eating no motherfucking bean pie, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. What you do? You bake the I don't know how you. Tell me how you made it, man. Is you whipping up the beans? Is your water whipping the beans up? You know, I don't know. Is you boiling the beans? Is you baking them? Yeah, I don't want no bean pie, man. I'm all right. But you know, I'm gonna say this, right? The word bean pie always sound funny to me. That's why I be saying this shit. When I was young, man, motherfuckers say something about a bean pie, I would laugh my ass off because I don't know why, but a bean pie just sound funny to me. You know what I'm saying? So when I was talking about Geechee Gotti, Geechee Muhammad, and I said Geechee Muhammad gonna be baking bean pies for the block. Yeah. Geechee Muhammad gonna be baking bean pies for Nutty Block Crip. Oh yeah, that was real funny. That made me laugh, boy. I could. Geechee Gotti, you need to, your ass going to prison. Your ass going to prison, Geechee. And they got you. The white people, they got you out there in Ohio, stealing out them goddamn pharmacies. Man, what I want to tell you, Geechee, from experience, when you're dealing around the South and country people, them white people got their hands on you. Told you, put your face in the snow, nigga, and you put your face in the snow. You going to prison, all right? I just want to be honest with you. I don't want I don't want to sugarcoat it. You going to prison, Geechee. And what I suggest you do is like all these other niggas, Geechee. When your ass go to prison, you need to go ahead and take your shahada. Change your name from Geechee Gotti to Geechee Muhammad. That's my personal advice to Geechee. Don't you call yourself Geechee Gotti. You need to, yeah. All these niggas, when they go to prison, they turn Muslims. Did you know that? Oh, I don't know too many niggas that turn Muslims on the street. Oh, I don't know too many niggas that just decided to be a Muslim, unless they was from Philly. Most dudes from Philly, they turn Muslim on the street. Yeah, the Geechee Gotti, the battle rapper. Yeah, Geechee Gotti, new name is Geechee Muhammad. And Geechee Muhammad gonna be baking bean pies for the block, cause your ass going to prison. Yeah, they putting your ass, you going to prison. And I would suggest that you learn how to bake bean pies, the best bean pies you can make. Make the best bean pie when you come out. Yeah, going to prison, nigga, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what you thought you was in California, or you thought you was in New York City. Yeah, you thought you was getting all Commonwealth. I'm from the 757, that Commonwealth, where poverty is common and hustlers die for wealth. Cops harass us. They see the look in their eye. Them young black niggas better off dead than alive. Haters see me in this whip, they want me dead in my ride. But your wife won't think twice to give me head in this ride. Yeah. That Commonwealth, where poverty is common and hustlers die for wealth. Cops harass us. I see the look in their eye. Them young black niggas better off dead than alive. That's what them cops thought about you. Yeah. When you go Geechee Muhammad, that's where you need to, it's like metamorphosis. You go into the cocoon of the prison and you come out a Muslim, a Shiite. Salute to all my Muslims out there, man. Yeah, it's going to prison, Geechee. It is what it is, man. Yeah, going to prison. Ain't nothing you can be able to do about it. It ain't no fighting it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you fucked up, man. Big salute to the chat, man. 300 still in here. Y'all chilling, man. We had a clean 22,000, man. I've been here way longer than I expected to be here. We going, what's today? Saturday. I gotta get an MRI done on Monday, and then I got like physical therapy. Yeah, 5 to 10 for sure. He definitely doing 5, man. He ain't gonna get no less than 5. And then he got like a criminal record, man. I feel like, and I hope not. I ain't gonna lie. I hope that, you know, he get a good lawyer and he could kind of like figure that out. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna definitely splash him. You know what I'm saying? They gonna splash your ass, boy. You gonna know where you was at. I guarantee you, he won't come back to Ohio. After he get done doing his time and his probation, and he ain't gonna come back to Ohio. They gonna railroad that boy. I see a lot going on with the homie Haas, man. Tay Rock and Smack DVD, they kind of been getting at Haas. And I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow, man. I'm gonna kind of go into that tomorrow, because I think that's nasty work. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, we can't talk about battle rappers. I done seen battle rappers disrespect niggas' dead mamas. I remember, I think the last battle I watched, right? And I don't even really watch battle rap. That shit is played out. It's definitely watered down, right? It's like battle rap done turned like WWC wrestling, right? And I'm gonna do this so that I could clip this up. But I think it's nasty work, you know, with Smack DVD and Tay Rock speaking the way they were speaking about Haas Campbell, like, you know, like content creators can't talk about battle rappers. Like Like it was so bad that I told Geechee to be a Muslim, right? Or made fun or made light out the situation. When I done watch battle rappers literally disrespect niggas' dead mama. The last battle I watched was Arsenal and Murder Mook. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Like when I watched that battle, that's when I realized like it's over. It's really at a point where it's over for like battle rap. And I know battle rappers feel like, you know, they you know, the legacy and this, that, and the third. But when I seen Arsenal disrespect Murder Mook, his mother that had recently passed away, in the manner that he did, it just let me know that it was over. Like if you gotta do that, if you gotta go that far for views or clout or recognition or whatever, I don't know why he did that. You know, it just really let me know that it was over. And then to see everybody so up in arms about Hassan Campbell and DJ Ack or Grown Man Business TV or whatever, right? About Joe Buttons and so many people saying whatever they want to say about Geechee. The fact that y'all are so sensitive, man, it's like, it's nasty work. It's nasty work. A battle rapper will take any situation in the media and talk about it. And not even talk about it lightly, like say some real disrespectful shit. Somebody could die, they're gonna say something about it. Somebody gets shot, they're gonna say something about it. And we let that shit slide because they battle rappers. But Geechee Gotti get in a car, drive to Ohio and break in Walgreens, and we supposed to be saying free Geechee, and we ain't supposed to say nothing about it. And we supposed to act like, come on, my niggas, you crazy? You must be out your mind, man. You must be out your mind, man. Yeah, I rock with, you know, and I'm gonna speak to this because, you know, I think it's time that somebody say something for real. Like, I was disappointed in Smack for speaking out like that. Like Smack, you know how many of these battle rappers say, like K Shine, Big K, you know how many of these battle rappers expose you for these contracts? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, you been robbing these battle rappers for a long time, nigga, and somebody need to say something. I'm gonna say something about it. Salute to the homie Big K, fresh out of VA. Big Norfolk Energy. Big K, one of the best battle rappers out there, white boy. Why you think he stopped fucking with URL? Why you think he went all the way out there with KOD or any of them other battle rap leagues and shit? Because Smack tried to get him to sign a contract and you know, to Raping You Records. Yeah, y'all might be too young, but the Locks had a skit called Graping You Records. We're gonna be graping you. Yo, K-Shine, why you think we ain't heard from K-Shine in the last 3-4 years? Cause so now all of a sudden you care, oh, niggas don't say, hey boy, these slave deals you've been giving these rappers, these slave deals you've been giving these battle rappers, that's why a dude like Geechee Gotti is in a position he in right now. That's why he was so broke. He out here doing crimes and robbing pharmacies. You got to think, right? All the money Smack made off these rappers. All the money. And I want to give y'all an example of this, right? I remember when I realized Smack was robbing these rappers, right? When I started to notice that Smack would be the only one on stage you could tell shopped at Neiman Marcus and shopped at like Saks Fifth. And like, if you're not one of them ones, you might not be able to notice, but if you ever, you know, if you shop and you know what that is to go in there and bust down, you know what I'm saying, $1,200 for your sneakers, $5 maybe for the shirt. You know what I'm saying? You go up in Neiman's and all that, you spin a bag, you could tell the difference in clothing. And I remember when I noticed that Goods and Smack was the only two that would be on stage that looked like they had that paper. Tay Rock always looked like, you know, he always looked like he had a job to go to in the morning. All them niggas, T-Top, all them niggas, they look like regular niggas. And Smack looked like he was at Saks Fifth earlier. He looked like he was shopping at Neiman's earlier. Millions of views on YouTube on Smack. You know, all this money, and these niggas ain't got A percentage? These niggas ain't getting no money. They get paid one time and that's it. That's highway robbery. That's highway robbery. So Smack paid y'all niggas one time. He gave you $10,000 and that's it. You ain't get a percentage off the video. You ain't get a percentage off your voice. You ain't get a percentage off the content. You ain't get a percentage off nothing. He just gave you 10,000. He robbed you. He robbed you. That nigga Smack can make money off the video content. He can make money off the audio content. He can make money off you niggas 5 different ways, and he paid y'all one time. Yo, I got $15,000 to battle. Yeah, imagine how much he made. If he paid you 15 bands, imagine what he made over a year span, 12-month span. Imagine what he made off your shit. If y'all made money off caffeine, right? If y'all got a check when caffeine came, imagine the check Smack got. That nigga turned to a multimillionaire. Respectfully, man. I don't know, man. You niggas, I'm gonna elaborate on that tomorrow. But salute to Big K, because Big K was the first time I started looking at Smack sideways, because Big K is he's a solid white boy. You know what I mean? I talk about the dog fur. The dog strikes again. So Big K already called himself a dog. He say the dog strikes again. Big K already called himself a dog. So I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? He got the dog fur. Big K got dog fur. But he a solid white boy. So the fact that Big K turned his back on Smack made me look at Smack sideways. I know Big K personally. You know what I'm saying? The homie Av. Come on, these niggas ain't. I don't know. I'll say this too. Why none of these battle rappers got like real YouTube channels? Why these niggas ain't, like, I don't understand. Like, salute to Haas, man. Haas didn't do nothing but tell the truth on that. So we gonna talk about that probably tomorrow, but at the same time, oh yeah, that's good money. Where we at with that? I'm just talking. What time is this? 1:45. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Respect, my brother. Keep doing your thing. Stay blessed, successful. Peace and salute. I gotta go. You gotta go night-night. All right. All right. I'm gonna let you slide with that one, homie. You should just saying night-night is like saying K. You know, if a nigga be like, yo, when you come to the crib, drop the package off in the back, leave it by the back door, and the nigga say K instead of saying okay. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'd be like, yo, this nigga didn't put the O in front of the K. Like, come on, son. Like, don't just put K in don't say K. Like, my daughter, my old lady, I'm cool with that. But nigga, put the O in front of the K, brother. Respectfully, I would appreciate if me and you going to communicate, right? I would just appreciate if you could put the O in front of the K. And like the way you said you got to go night-night, I'm going to let you slide with that one, because it sounds maybe you got the Kevin Hart. Maybe you was being funny, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to say night. That, you nigga, that's from... That, okay. I ain't gonna say nothing else. You got to go ahead and do what you got to do then. That's what you got to do? Go ahead and do what you got to do then, brother. Yeah, you say you got to... What you said you got to do, go ahead and do it. I ain't going to say it again. I ain't going to repeat it. But you ain't got to, you know what I mean? Always remember to put the O in front of the K. I would appreciate that. Don't. Nigga say he gotta go night-night. Nigga, what? What the fuck you going to? What you going to sleep in the goddamn bassinet? Nigga, you got a bassinet in your room? This nigga got a bassinet in this mother. You about to get tucked in, nigga? You got a warm baby bottle for your mouth, nigga? That's what you... Huh? You got a bib, nigga? Somebody about to wrap a bib around your neck? Huh? If that ain't happening, nigga, if that ain't about to happen, then you ain't got to, you know what I mean? All the night-night, man, I don't know. Because if I get to thinking, if I think you got something to do with the coalition, I'm going to get your ass up out of here. Yeah. If I think you got something to do with the Rainbow Coalition, I'm gonna have my people shoot your ass down respectfully. I'm gonna tell you that. I ain't gonna say it no more now. All right. If my mind say he down with the Rainbow Coalition, I'm not gonna ask you. I'm not gonna ask you if you is or you ain't. I'm gonna blow you. I'm gonna get your ass up out of here, boss. I'm gonna let you ride for right now. If you ever do that again, if you ever do it again, I mean, respect to the chat, you know. I mean, you was real polite and all that, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Peace to the family, peace, God. But I think I got to go night night. Hey man, get your motherfucking ass up out of here then, God. Hell wrong with you, nigga? I gotta go night night, brother. You know what I mean? I think it's time for that. I think it's time that I need to go night night. You know what I mean? Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Go night night then, nigga. Yeah. Take your monkey ass to sleep, boss. Take your monkey ass to sleep, man. Take your monkey ass to sleep, boss. Motherfucker, man. What's wrong with these niggas, B? Shit, nigga, that motherfucker dancing in the dark, nigga. Man, motherfucker dancing in the dark, man. Motherfucker dancing in the dark, B. Nigga said he gotta go night night. Nigga, you better get your motherfucking ass out the chat, boy. Put your gotcha ass, boy. I'll make it, boy. He gotta go night night. What's wrong with you, nigga? Yeah, it must be you from New York City? You talking like you must be from New York, so I'm playing. I'm playing New York. I'm just playing New York. I'm bullshit. I'm just bullshit. Where my homie Zippy at, man? Tell the homie Zip, man, put that shit in the dark, man. Let's see how that thing dance in the dark, man. That shit dancing like Chris Brown, man. Tell the nigga Zip to put that motherfucker in the dark, see if it's real, man. Tell him to put that motherfucker in the dark. Salute. Peace, man. Y'all, man. I'm tired. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, I'm about to lay my ass down. I'm about to rack these motherfucking waves up. He said, stall about Debo. Yeah, that's the homie, man. I'm just fucking with him, man. He good. I'm just, I just wanted to throw him out. Yeah, I almost on his ass, though. I had to get on his ass, man. Yeah, all right. So, look, man, you already know what time it is, man. Big salute, A. Mikey B, I see you in the chat, man. I got my notifications on, man. So next time you go live, I'm going to try to make sure I get in the chat. Salute to the homie Mikey B, man. I ain't really been surfing the net like I normally do. I got the whole little situation, man. I'm going to talk about it, like I said, once the ink is dry, once we settle, I'll be able to talk about it freely. But, but yeah, salute to Mikey B. Salute to the homie. It's a lot going on TV. The homie Smitty. Keep grinding, man. We doing what we do. We controlling the algorithm. We doing whatever we want to do in this algorithm. Ain't no stopping it. Salute to the homie Zip, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Haas, Harlem Legend, China Brim. Salute to the algorithm, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. It's only a few, Mikey. It's only a few of us left, man. You know what I mean? I remember the algorithm was full of niggas. I remember it was a lot of different people in the. I've been seeing Scheme. What's the dude? Scheme Team been going live lately. I remember it was a lot of people in the algorithm at one time, but you know what? Only the strong gonna survive, man. This YouTube shit looked like, it looked easy. Only the strong gonna survive, man. It might be a handful of us. Zip, Haas, Harlem, Grown Man Business TV, China, Mikey B, Smitty. It's a handful of niggas that's left, man. You know what I mean? For real. So, big salute to the chat, man. You already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You know, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You absolutely know what I suggest. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick, directly into the bottles. All right? Straight off the brick, directly into the bottles. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoating nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. I'm only here to give you this game straight raw, my G. Pure dope. Pure dope. No fentanyl, no baking soda, no quinine. We ain't water whipping this dope and we ain't counter whipping this dope. It's straight off the brick into the bottles. We ain't stepping on the content. We ain't remixing the content. You know, when you come to this trap house, you need to know that this is pure. It's really nothing else like it in the algorithm. There's nothing else like it in the algorithm, man. You know what I mean? Respectfully, you know. China, is y'all good over there? Is y'all cool? I mean, I don't know, man. Is you know, you niggas want to go to war? You know, I feel some type of way about them robots and all that, China. I ain't gonna lie, man. I get it, you know, but I understand that y'all don't understand. Those robots is going. That shit, you know, it's gonna backfire on y'all. It's gonna backfire. There's no way around this. You understand? So y'all already lacking when it come to babies. Y'all already got so much stuff going on in China. For y'all to be making robots like this, man. Yeah, man. So I ain't gonna lie, man. I hope Trump see this video, man. I hope Trump get his hands on this video with them goddamn backflip having robots. Cause if Trump see that, y'all gonna have. I think Trump do something to you. Yeah. Yeah, I think Trump might goddamn try his hand with your ass. We ain't about to, nah. But at the end of the day, right? You got battle rappers, you got 50 Cent, you got Jim Jones, you got Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb. We got a lot of distractions. Nobody even talking about these robots. These motherfuckers breakdancing, they doing backflips, they got knives, they got nunchucks, these motherfuckers using sticks. They got damn, so it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. Big salute to the chat, Breezy Santana. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom B, the homie Mr. Universe, JP, I saw you in here, Joseph Perez, FBA Kush Boy 420. What it do? 4204? 4204 FBA? All right, man, you always switching your name up, man. What you got going on with that, man? I noticed that about you. I don't know who I be calling your old name, cause I just automatically think that's what it is. Like this, let's go. FBA Kush Boy 420. This motherfucker got all kind of different. You got numbers in that, or kind of, yeah, man. What you doing? What you got going on, man? You gotta be consistent, man. Keep your same name, man. Yeah, those the wrenches that been up in here. Big salute, Wisdom B salute. We going live tomorrow, man. We gonna tap in. We gonna make some things happen, all right? So everybody have a blessed night. You know what I mean? Stay focused, man. Stay diligent. Keep your eyes on the road. Pay attention to your surroundings. You understand? Stay dangerous. Yeah. At the end of everything, stay dangerous. All right? So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You already know it's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You know, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in. Gang.